This is The Wheel Weaves, a Wheel of Time podcast with no spoilers. Hey everyone, I'm your host Dani, and I'm the first-time reader going through this series chapter by chapter. As always, there's no spoilers past the chapter we're covering, and that means it's totally safe for first-time readers. I'm joined by my co-host Brett, who's a longtime fan, and he's guiding me on this journey. We'd like to thank and acknowledge our executive producers, Brandy and Kirkwood, Yanis, Sean McGuire, LightBlindedFool, Big C, Deyvis Ferreira, Green Man, Bennett Williamson, Hannah Green, Noralia, Helena Jacobsen, Matthew Mendoza, Sims, Cyndi, Manethraen, Andrew Scarponi, Mr. Boddy's Body, David, and HoneyBunchesOfJason. And before we get into things today, we just want to thank and welcome Roy Doman and Jedi Sedai to the Wheel Weaves Patreon team. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support. We really, truly appreciate it and could not be doing this without you. In this episode, we are talking about Chapter 33 of A Memory of Light.
Yeah, Chapter 33 is The Prince's Tabac.
Yeah.
Or Tabac? I never actually
Tabac.
know. Because like tobacco.
Tabac, yeah.
Tabac. Mm-hmm. That's the one. A lot of stuff happens in this chapter.
Yeah.
Wow. It's going to be good.
Good?
Well, the chapter,
some
talking
of these
about the chapter is
things
going to be
are
good.
not good. I would argue.
None of it's good. None of the things are good.
I actually liked it.
Okay. Talking about it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me do the fun fact and we'll jump into things. Because a lot of things are happening centered around the Horn of Valir.
Woo-hoo.
So I thought a fun fact about the Horn of Valir would be appropriate.
Sure.
So I pulled up an interview with Team Jordan, so Maria Simmons and Alan Romanchuk, from about 2010, and the question was posed about the nature of the Horn of Valir. Like, is it a ter'angreal? Like, is it nothing to do with the power? And we've heard a lot of different things before, but these are their responses. So Maria says, okay, we don't really know. No one really knows. It's an ancient artifact, probably not a ter'angreal. And then Alan jumps in, and he says, excuse me, Maria, I have to interrupt for just a moment. I actually found some notes on this in the bottom of Jim's desk.
Jim being Robert Jordan.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
So, he says, the Horn of Valir, as Maria says, it was created by mortals. We know that. Jim has said as much publicly. And the horn was created in the age before the Age of Legends, or at least one age before. It was not known how far back. But I discovered that the horn was actually the original horn played by Dizzy Gillespie, and then people laugh. It was manufactured by King, it was a silver flare model, and something happened after this age. There was so much bebop imbued in this instrument that it took on its own magical qualities, and when it was found during the Age of Legends, the bent bell was refashioned into a curve, and they put in the Old Tongue inscription inside the bell. So, I know of the name Dizzy Gillespie, but nothing else to follow up any answers about it.
Okay.
So I
jazz musician?
It is a jazz musician. Yeah, because the bebop was the giveaway too.
Well, no,
probably.
Also the French horn.
Okay, I mean, I guess so. But here's the thing. So I had to do a little bit of research on Dizzy Gillespie and figure out why this was funny and what they're even talking about here. So, John Burke's Dizzy Gillespie, that's the name, and Dizzy is like the nickname. He was an American jazz trumpeter, singer, composer, and an icon in the jazz scene. He was born...
Trumpeter?
A trumpeter, not a French horn. I know.
Oh,
I'll get there. Okay. That's the big part of it here. So, he was an icon in the jazz scene. He was born 1917, passed away 1993. So, the bent trumpet... That was Dizzy Gillespie's like trademark trumpet, which featured a bell that was bent upwards at a 45-degree angle rather than pointing straight ahead as is normal with a trumpet.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm going to show you a picture of it so you know what it even looks like here.
I can picture it. Oh.
Yeah.
That's not what I was picturing.
Okay. So that's, yeah, right? Okay, so when you would play, it's like bent upwards, like the bell part of it is bent upwards.
Yeah. I think the problem is I wasn't actually picturing a trumpet very well. But anyway, that's...
Okay, so that's what we're talking about, and that's the joke about the Horn of Valir being Dizzy Gillespie's bent trumpet, and then refashioned into the curve.
Okay.
That's why the thing that Alan said is funny, and then people laughed at it.
Got it.
during the interview.
Okay.
Okay, so then I had to look up a little bit more about this bent trumpet and like, what the heck is this all about here? So according to his autobiography, it was originally the result of an accidental damage caused by the dancers Stump and Stumpy falling on the instrument while it was on a trumpet stand on stage in 1953 during a birthday party for Dizzy Gillespie's wife, Lorraine. So the constriction caused by the bending altered the tone of the instrument, and Dizzy liked the effect. And the next day he had the trumpet straightened out, but he couldn't forget the tone. So then he sent a request to have like an actually made bent trumpet that his wife sketched out, and he sent that off. And then from then on, he played the bent trumpet with the upturned bell. So there we go. That is the Horn of Valere.
Sure.
It's good.
Okay.
There we go.
How about that?
It's canon, so
apparently.
we got to go with it.
We got to. We have no choice. Okay, so chapter 33, our chapter symbol is, very fittingly, the Horn of Valere.
Yeah, that's like the big important part, but other stuff does happen here.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
This is obviously the only thing I remember. So we're starting in Perrin's perspective.
Right.
And he is right where we last saw him.
Yes.
About to fight Slayer.
Yeah, because when we left him last time, he was jumping into the thick of things, and now we're like in the middle of the battle with Slayer.
Right, because Slayer was trying to go into the cave that Rand's in.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
Exactly.
Obviously.
Yeah. So now Slayer is fighting Perrin, and he's pretty happy about it because he actually wanted to do this, but he wasn't allowed to, but
Which
now he can.
we hear in the bad guy monologue.
We do get a lot of, so it's pretty cinematographic, I think. Like a lot of this is the action-packed like fight sequence that you would see on screen, and I don't know how much we need to get like bogged down with the, so Perrin and Slayer are like zip-zapping around the world of dreams, and it's like zip-zap, zip-zap, and
well, it's, yeah.
They're doing the thing, and it's like, oh, I'm peering over here. Oh, no, I'm disappearing over here.
I'm
oh,
over here.
Get behind you.
And now my face is stone, and your hand is slime.
You're bad at the wolf dream. Your hand is slime.
It's made of slime. Can't punch me.
Yeah.
If your hand is made of slime.
There's a painting behind me of the image in front of me. No. So they're like shifting around. They're jumping through clouds, and like they're going over to beaches, and there's like water and in the water and out of the water. Like there's so much stuff here. We got Perrin with his hammer, Slayer with the sword and shield, but also firing arrows at each other at different intervals of this fight sequence here. And they do taunt each other a bit during the fighting. So I don't know if you want to focus more on like the dialogue.
Not
but
really,
even
but
that is just
okay.
like general taunting.
Yeah. Well, and then there's a point where Perrin's like, haha, I lured him into thinking that I cared about what he was saying, and I was distracted, but I actually wasn't.
Yeah, and then Slayer thought he was distracted, but then wasn't, and it's like, okay, so it's basically going to be a fight of who makes the first mistake, because at some point someone's going to slip up, and that might end the fight itself. Yeah. And from what we can see, it's Perrin at the end of the perspective who messes up and makes the mistake.
All right, so, well, now we don't have to talk about this perspective because
it's perfect.
You just summarized it.
Basically
and
done.
It's over.
Yeah. So I'm not going to let you get away with that.
Okay.
Couple other things I'm just going to point out here because as it is the wolf dream.
I was so confused about the water. Being, like, fighting underwater.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
No, it's not underwater. It was more
it was because Perrin couldn't breathe.
That was the second part. The first part of the water battle was more like moving the water up like in Moana, where it's like water wall.
Yeah.
Where he like moves the water away, so they're fighting, but like not in the water, but like there's water all around them, like up high.
Oh, okay.
And then the second phase of the water battle is him actually in water and freaking out about it, and that's when he has to like zip zap out. But that's when Slayer gets him because he was like escaping the water and the drowning.
Yeah.
So there's two phases of the water battle.
Because that's just too unnatural to imagine.
Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. So, couple side notes here. The pattern is weakening in the wolf dream in Tel'aran'rhiod here, and the landscape is kind of like collapsing around them too. We were having like entire hills disintegrating into dust, and it's not good. So there's a lot of background stuff that's happening because it's the end of the world. Not sure if you knew that, but it is.
Mm-hmm. But we hope it's not.
Well, I mean, yeah, ideally. And then the big part of the conversation between Perrin and Slayer, Perrin's like, what are you? Like, what are you really, Luke / Slayer / like, what is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he asks, do you really think that the Dark One is going to reward you? So then we get this big, like, monologue answer from Slayer.
Yeah, I'm a useful tool.
Basically, he's like, yeah, Dark One doesn't throw out tools. I'm useful and a tool. So it's like...
I will be rewarded.
Yeah.
And, no. Probably no.
And it's funny because Slayer's like, well, does the Dark One throw out the Forsaken? It's like, well, yeah, if they mess up enough, yeah, he does. He did.
Yes,
he has actively gotten rid of them.
That.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's like it's a bad...
and has he actively gotten rid of them? Or are they just like, now mind-trapped and...
I mean, yes to both. Yes, he actively gets rid of them or passes them off or just doesn't resurrect them or can't or whatever. So, like, there are times when he just lets you go. And that's what Slayer's issue is. He's saying, like, oh, I'm useful and I'll continue to be useful, so the Dark One will reward me eventually. It's like, I don't know, man, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not great. And then the other part of this monologue is Perrin and Slayer talking about, like, why do you hunt wolves? And Slayer gives this big answer about...
Because I can.
Well, wolves and people are the most dangerous hunters. So if I can hunt you successfully, then, like, I'm the best. And then he also goes off on this whole big, like, tangent.
About how he's had such a tough life. And
tough life and tough childhood.
Yeah.
And it's really funny because...
You could never imagine that.
Yeah.
And Perrin's like, okay, I guess.
Yeah. It's like, I guess that's why. Yeah. But it's also funny because, like, Slayer, we know, is Luke and Esam.
Yes.
And, okay, Esam probably had a way worse childhood because he was the one. So do you remember, like, this backstory?
Yeah. Because he was...
Lan's cousin.
McGuire.
Yes.
As, like, a baby.
Yeah. As a kid, right? Yeah. And then he was the son of Bran. They fled the Blight when McGuire fell, and then he basically grew up in the town. So, like, Esam's life, it sucked as a kid afterwards, right? And then for Luke, that's like brother of Tigraine.
Yeah.
So he actually probably had a pretty swell childhood up until he went off to go find glory in the Blight, and then Luke and Esam...
Right, whatever happened.
to become Slayer.
So who is Slayer?
Slayer is Luke and Esam. Slayer is both. That's the whole thing about him. That's like that's the entire deal.
But I thought that he was one when he's in the dream and then one when he's out of it.
No, not always. Sometimes.
I thought that's what it is.
No.
I thought that was the, like, curse.
No, it's not a curse. No, it's... that's
or
not...
whatever it is.
No.
Curse-like.
I get what you're saying.
How's the curse I curse you with, Cursey?
Yeah, no, he did that whole thing where he was Lord Luke in the Two Rivers, but that wasn't because he can only be Lord... I think you were thinking that...
I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what this is. The entire time.
Have you always thought that?
Always. Well, I'm pretty sure he even says it.
No, it's not like a one or the other.
Yeah, it is. I think he's only Esam in the dream and Luke out of it. No, because we've seen Esam out of it.
Mm-hmm. Like, I get what you're saying, but that's not the thing that it is.
Huh.
Yeah. That's never really been a part of it.
I've just assumed that.
He's two people.
He could just be whichever one he wants to be?
Yeah. In a messed up kind of way.
His, like, whole face and...
In a messed up kind of way, yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, man. It's a weird... Slayer's a weird guy.
I liked it better when I thought...
He was one in the wolf dream and one in the real world?
Yes.
Yeah. It's not that, though. I'm sorry. I mean, kind of.
Okay. I'm not going to think too hard about it. I'm just going to...
It's one of those things. You just got to go with it, okay?
I have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay, well, did you know that Perrin is very tired?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you are too.
Yeah. I was going to say, you know what Perrin and I have in common right now?
Exhausted.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, because he's been like in the Wool of Dreams for days, weeks, months, years. He doesn't know.
No clue.
No idea. Can't
and he
tell.
hasn't slept at all.
Doesn't know how to do that either.
Nope.
Yeah. So it's not great. And then in the water battle, he shifts away because he's going to drown, and then he's too tired, and then Slayer hits him with a arrow, it seems, in the shoulder. It's not good, so he has to, like, shift away. So it does seem like at this point Perrin has made the mistake, the first mistake, if you want to call it that, here, between the battle of the two of them, and he is now at a disadvantage because you're going to have to get that fixed, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really should have brought an Asherman or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Or like any...
There are options.
Any backup, any sort of support at all.
There were options.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, but that's Perrin's perspective for now.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Like, it was good, but I think a lot of it was just like the cinematic battle back and forth. And I don't think that we need to break down each scene.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Especially when we got the Horn of Valir stuff we're going to break down.
Let's go.
Let's
so
do
here we go. Like the good old days.
Yeah.
A Fael perspective immediately after a Perrin perspective.
Yeah, I think it's been a while.
A long time.
Yeah, and it also answers a lot of the little questions we had about Perrin and Fael's like communication between the two of them in this entire thing.
Because it's bad.
Yeah, it's
bad
not been
communication.
It hasn't been great.
Wonder what that guy's doing. Hope he's okay.
Yeah, it's like you could send a note. There's There's options.
Nope, no notes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we have Fael here in Tarvalin in the middle of organizing this like very super normal ordinary caravan of supplies.
Yes, that is definitely not transporting the Horn of Valir.
Definitely not.
Yes, it is totally normal, regular.
Just like
nothing
the
special.
other ones we did before this.
Yes, we did a couple test ones to make sure that it's normal the first couple times.
And it is.
And it's normal again, no Horn of Valir.
This is
definitely
normal.
Not. Yes. Okay. So then in the background, we've got Mandevwin and Vannon from the Band of the Red Hand. They are like bickering back and forth about having to be here too. Because again, this is the thing. Fael knows that the Horn of Valir is going to be joining them here today.
This is a important mission.
Very important to have like very well-trained band members here. But the band members don't know, and they think that it's dumb that they have to be here for a supply run. Well, Mandevwin thinks he doesn't want to be here because it's like why are we guards? It's the last battle. We should be doing something better and fighting, blah, blah, blah. And Vannon is like, I like it.
Yeah.
I like doing this.
Did you know?
Oh, Vannon's big.
Vannon's very fat.
Very fat, yes. He's a big guy.
Huge.
Huge. Hilarious and huge.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But also really good at his job.
They mention it 18 times.
So many times. Like every time. And every time I think about it, it's like he's probably not even that big.
No.
It's just like, it's terrible. So anyways, it's like the whole back and forth. The guard duty sucks. It's super lame. Vannon's like, nah, I'm cool because we don't have to fight Trollocs and we're not there. And then we kind of get a background from Fael's thoughts that she's got 50 of the band's like best soldiers here. And even that's a pretty large amount. It's a little suspicious, but we need to at least have something here. So they have to get the horn through a gateway to the Field of Marilor because now they know where Matt's going to be. So this also catches us up timeline-wise.
Yes, it does, yeah.
Because we know all the battlefronts have gone very horribly wrong. Mm-hmm. She has some internal thoughts about that, including the fact that her dad... Yeah. So it's like
part of that.
Yes.
Yep.
So she does think about that. But now we've got Matt in charge. Field of Marilor is the final battle place. We've got the Horn of Valir. All we gotta do is walk through a gateway, get it to Matt.
But here's the annoying part.
Yeah.
We have to wait for some stupid annoying Aes Sedai to come on over and berate us for the thing we're doing.
Exactly.
And not making us a gateway.
Yeah, not fast enough. Not fast enough here. So before we get to that, because we do have to think about a lot of things as
we sure do a lot of thinking, but it's also not very annoying. Like, it's fine because it gives us a lot of information about what Fael's been up to and what's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it.
They are currently crossing one of the bridges out of Tarvalin, and they have to do that because they're doing, like, the way Tarvalin is doing gateways and transportation of goods is all the big supply stuff and troop movements happen outside the city so that they can monitor things a little bit better. Like, at first you're like, oh, why do they have to go across the bridge? But it does make sense. And even Fael thinks like, yeah, this makes sense. You got to start track, like with the invention of gateways, you got to track the in and out movements of your supplies and the people and the mercenaries and all these things.
Sure.
So we can't jump to the front of the line because, again, that would be suspicious. This is a normal, ordinary caravan, not transporting the Horn of Valir. So that's why we have to wait our turn, which sucks.
Yes. And now, finally, the person we've been waiting on shows up. So that's Laris, the head of the kitchens.
Yeah,
lady.
Good old used to be hot Laris.
Right.
Yeah.
And huge fan of Elmandrada.
Yeah.
Laris.
Yep.
Yep. And also Laris, who helped Egwene
Yeah.
escape.
Yep. And probably has actively helped women escape the tower.
Yeah, lots. Okay.
Lots of times. Yeah,
Okay.
she's got like a whole backstory.
Yeah. So she's here with a serving girl who's carrying a beat up old chest.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is Lord Matt's Tabac from the Two Rivers.
Yes.
He found out that it's here and he wants some.
Yeah, so this is personally from the Amberlin because she's like, oh, I guess I'll give Matt the Tabac.
This is
Tabac.
his Tabac. Make sure he gets it.
Right, it's a gift for him personally, not the Horn of Valir. It's just regular old Tabac.
Right.
There's no way this is going to go badly.
Right. And now, do we think that there is any Tabac in here?
To like cover their, like, is the horn underneath
Yeah.
like a top layer?
Yes.
I always imagine like the cash case. Like,
Yeah,
so when you're
yeah.
like, oh, it's the top layer is bills.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think
I want
yes.
you to answer that question.
I think, yeah.
Oh, it's like buried in?
Maybe.
That would be good. Like, how do you store Tabac? Is it just like loose?
No.
Is it like loose leaves?
I don't think so. It would probably
Pre-rolled?
be packed. It would be packed. Like,
I don't know enough about Tabac or tobacco or anything
mm-hmm.
to offer an opinion on this.
Yeah. No, it would be prepared
Okay.
and maybe in packages.
Okay.
Something.
However, the Two Rivers exports.
However that happens.
Right.
Because we get little pouches
Yeah, okay.
of tobacco.
I like that. Okay.
Right?
Like little pouches. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's good.
And the chapter title is The Princess Tabac.
And the horn is underneath that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be good. And Fael does think about it because she's like, I have to check to make sure the horn is actually in here, but not now because we're not alone. We got to be safe about this. But that's the funny part too. Do you think the horn is actually in here?
Yes.
You never once thought it's not?
Nope.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Just,
I trust Laris.
yeah. Okay, that's fair.
But you know who I don't trust? This stupid Aes Sedai, who
Ooh.
for some reason doesn't want to be making
Yeah.
this, and then all of a sudden there's an attack.
We have a couple people actually to be
And
suspicious
then
of.
who sends them where they go?
Yes, we actually do have to talk about a couple of things.
A lot
here.
of things.
A lot of things here. Okay, so first off, the Mandeville and Vannon are still bickering in the background. Harnan shows up too, and I love this part because Harnan's been around for a long time.
Well, we sort of get this banter and like
Yeah.
recap
Yeah.
of the people who were in the band who we used to spend a lot of time with.
Yeah, and we haven't for a long
and I'm
time.
like, ooh, I definitely know these names, but like,
Yeah.
don't
so,
ask me any questions about
So
them.
Vannon is like the horse thief guy. We
Yeah.
know that. Mandevlin is like a guy who's been around for a long time too, like one of the top guys. And then Harnan has the titles of survivor of the 6-story slaughter, which was the golem attack.
Yes.
That's the one where Nalisian dies.
That's when we were looking for the Cloud Bowl.
Yeah, exactly. And then the survivor of Hinderstep as well. So,
Whatever that
yeah,
means.
File doesn't know any of that stuff, but like apparently they've got their own little names for stuff
All of
that
it.
Yeah, and it's really funny too because one of the background things is that all the guys in the band were kind of just taking everything in stride where Matt disappeared, like
Yeah.
literally off the map, and then comes back as the Prince of the Ravens with the Shancha.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, maybe
okay.
we should have been there to like help him a little.
yeah,
Nope.
so it's like, there you go. Okay, and then we also had the key to this chest delivered separately already, which Fael has, so she'll check on the box at some point when she can. So, I think we're caught up now. They're all bickering. They make fun of Vannon about how big he is, and they move off and laugh together. But
Vannon is standing there watching Fael.
yeah, so now she is pretty suspicious this chapter of Vannon. So I just wanted to kind of get your take on this because she thinks that he's watching her.
Yeah.
But she also thinks to herself, well, I'm also super jumpy because it's the Horn of Valir and maybe
Sure.
it's nothing. But is there anything we have to be cautious about Vannon? Like, we've known him for a long time.
Yeah.
A long time.
Well, my issue right now is anybody's head can be muddled and messed with.
Oh, like compulsion
Yeah,
wise.
yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's
like
fair.
anyone who's anywhere doing anything
Literally at any point.
at any point.
Okay.
So,
That's a wrench in the... okay.
yeah.
Okay. So besides compulsion, do we have to worry about Vannon from like a secret
No,
dark
what
friend?
I really thought was happening here is Vannon maybe doesn't trust Fael
Ooh, okay.
and is wondering what she's up to because maybe she is jumpy or look
Yeah.
like maybe this is kind of weird.
Being super suspicious
Like a
about
chest
like
of...
the prince's
of-
Tabac.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And he's like, that's the good stuff and I want it.
Well, no, I think maybe he's actually just wary of her.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. I like that too. That's
but
good.
then I can't really explain what happens later. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get there when we get there.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, back and forth, like Fael doesn't know much about these guys either.
No.
Except that Perrin trusts Matt and Matt trusts these guys.
Right, and she has some of her like Chafael with her and like other things.
She needs some people she can actually trust, but it's like, okay, I guess so.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's happening. Eventually, Vannon moves off too, and then Oliver comes because Oliver's going to be here also for the journey, I guess.
I'm wrong.
It's good.
I thought that guy died.
Oliver?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just with the battle thing, right? When he was like running into the city or whatever?
He ran off into Camelin and we never heard from him again. And I said, that guy's for sure dead.
Okay. That kid, that child.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Okay. Yeah, not dead. He's here.
No. Yeah.
So you're surprised mostly about that one.
Completely.
Okay.
I was like, oh.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Like we didn't see him at all after that.
No. And that was the end of last book.
Yeah, that was like the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, for sure that kid's dead. And then just no words about him or anything ever until this.
He was with the band and now they're here. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Okay, I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
I don't like being wrong.
You have to.
It's like,
you got to go with it.
It feels weird, you know?
I remembered that you made that prediction like he's dead, but like I totally forgot about him for a while.
Well, I forgot that he even existed as a character.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh?
Yeah.
Who? What? I thought that guy died. I thought for sure. Like, I completely wrote him off as like...
Maybe...
Ghost.
He is Ghost. I was gonna say that. Yeah, he is dead, but it's a ghost situation. No, it's not that. Okay. All right. So now the wagons are gonna start actually moving out of the city. We get the whole explanation that we already talked about. We got to move out of Tarvalin to reach the place to get the travel grounds. Yada yada. Okay.
And Fael's gonna think about Perrin and the last time they saw each other.
Yes.
And it's just what we thought.
Yeah, so
they really haven't talked and they haven't seen each other, and neither knows what's going on with the other.
So funny. Yeah. So she saw him briefly during a supply run to Andor. He warned her that he might have another job to do, but he wouldn't tell her what it was, and now he's vanished and made Tam steward in his place, and then took a gateway to Shale Ghul, and he's gone. Yeah. And then she's trying to be like, It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm the daughter / husband of like soldiers. You can't worry too much, you know?
You know what? You'll drive yourself crazy.
Yeah.
If you worry, about your husband dying.
Yeah.
In Shale Ghul.
Exactly.
Protecting the Dragon Reborn.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now as we're crossing the bridge, we get the first earthquake.
Right.
Shaky.
And she's like, ugh, earthquakes, so annoying. Am I right?
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed by these earthquakes.
Yeah.
I'm used to them. It's fine, though. And I was like, this ain't no regular earthquake, lady.
Oh, you didn't think it was regular the first one? Maybe?
Bubbles of evil all over the place.
Yeah. Okay. So then we get a whole thing where Oliver's like, we got to get off the bridge. And then she's like, well, no, it's Ogier Bilton, probably the safest place to be.
Yeah, for a regular old earthquake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think this is any regular old earthquake.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Nothing happens yet, though.
Not yet.
It's fine. So they finally get across the bridge after it stops. They leave the city.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic. Like, I thought it was going to be like a whole thing.
Yeah.
And then it's just nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
At first.
Yeah. At first, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Now, for the record, we are moving out of the northwest bridge. So Tarvalin, there's like 6 bridges because there's like 6 towns.
Yeah.
Northwest, top left.
Okay.
That's where we're headed.
Right, because we're going to the field. Oh, no.
Traveling
That's not
ground.
why. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's just what the traveling ground is.
It's just literally, it's the bridge to one of the towns that they've designated as the spot to leave from.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Not Cheesetown.
Okay.
Do you remember what Cheesetown was called?
No, but Godwin was there.
Yeah, Dorlin.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay, that's okay. Yep, all right. So, her caravan, last in line for the day. Can't call up any favors because that'd be suspicious. So we have to wait.
Don't be suspicious.
With a regular caravan not carrying the Horn of Valir.
Cool.
Okay, so we got some time to kill. So we're going to talk to some people. First up, Aravine. She comes up and chats.
Who's Aravine?
Thought you were going to ask that, so I looked it up just to make sure we get all this stuff that'll remind you.
Thank you.
Okay, so she's the one who was captured as Guy Shine with Fael and Morghese. Right? During that whole bit. Mm-hmm. And when Galena was being a big butthead, Aravine was the one who was like, get the hell out of here, Galena. And then she did. And they're like, oh, good, okay. And then she also like helped rescue Fail from that building when it was collapsed and stuff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like she's been around as a helper. And then we get this like whole like backstory because she is from Amadicia and hasn't gone back there. And Fail has figured out like she used to be like a noble there, but basically she's like starting fresh. There's nothing for her there. So Fail's like, well, if she wants to restart her life, like, cool. I'm cool with it.
Right.
Because she's kind of become part of Fail's little in-group. So
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Fail sees Vannon looking at her again, and then she's like, it's fine, I'm just jumpy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like that you think that he might be suspicious of her.
Yeah.
Because she's acting weird. She's acting weird. Like
Yeah.
she probably is.
Yeah.
Where she's thinking, oh, act normal, but it's like, you're not acting normal. We've done a bunch of these caravan runs for like shitty supplies.
Yeah.
And now this one, you're being like
Weird.
super jumpy and weird about the tobacco.
So then that's when Fail is going to ask Harnan.
Yeah, so make it even more weird. Ask Vannon's like buddy
Yeah.
all about Vannon.
Hey, tell me about Vannon.
Yeah.
He used to be a thief?
Suspicious.
That's suspicious. That's the only thing I picked up on in that whole story.
Yeah, basically.
He's done thieving in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Harnan even tries to be like, oh, he's a good
he's
guy.
fine.
He's like
Yeah.
a really good guy. He doesn't really fight, doesn't like fighting. He like, yeah, he steals horses and stuff sometimes, but like,
Well, like
it's
he
good.
did.
Yeah, and he's like, he's a really good scout. Like he's a really big part of the band here. So, okay, is that cool? Is that a good enough answer? Can I go now?
I don't know. So 3 hours later,
Yeah, we're gonna time jump there too.
we get to the traveling grounds. We're gonna go through a gateway.
Yeah.
But then
Let's
the
talk about this
stupid
Aes Sedai. Let's talk about her.
is like being annoying. We've already sent 7 caravans there to the Field of Marilor
Yeah.
with supplies today. Do they really need more?
Yeah, it's
And
such
it's
a
like,
weird thing to say.
You know what, Berisha?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
Fael
get
says
to
it.
decide.
Well, and she's like, that's where the last stand, like everyone's going there right now. So yeah,
So
they're going to need supplies for all of the people.
Yeah, you don't get to just be like, they want more food.
Ugh, terrible.
And
I think there was something about like
things to,
leather or shoes or something.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
leather for boots and also like canvas for tents and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
But also, shut it, Berisha.
Yeah. So kind of suspicious that she's like questioning so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have all the other Aes Sedai who were working the traveling grounds are now gone for the day because they're literally like the last ones and everyone else is gone. So it's just Fael's crew and like Berisha.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not great. So now we're going to move into the action-packed part of the scene here.
Yeah, well, that's your opinion.
Okay. Berisha starts to weave the gateway. And then all of a sudden another
nuts.
earthquake. Oh no, but wait.
It's no regular earthquake like that last one was.
Yeah, that was a regular one.
That was a regular one, apparently.
This is a bubble of evil.
Oh, no.
Oh no. Okay. How unlikely and unfortunate. It's like, okay. Seems
Okay.
very suspicious.
So, big, sharp, crystal, black spikes start jutting out of the cracks in the ground.
Yeah, shooting up and they're like
Shooting up.
skewering horses and stuff. Like they're
Oh
big
my
and it's
god.
not
It
good.
goes through the Aes Sedai's foot.
That's a little bit later.
I know, but
Yeah, it does.
oh my gosh.
It gets people. Like not everyone survives.
And then
here.
these giant spike things that I'm actually picturing like giant like crystal formations.
Yeah.
And then they have like swirling ghosts inside.
They do basically have swirling ghosts because at one point Fael's like, whoa, it looks like smoke, but then it's like, oh, that smoke has a form and it looks like people
Oh
screaming.
my gosh, no.
Yeah, pretty spooky. But yeah, so people are getting skewered, horses are screaming, people are screaming, like it's chaos everywhere. It's not good. And then that's when Berisha gets a piece of whatever, a ghost spooky crystalline spike through her foot.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't let the gateway go because it hasn't really formed yet, but she holds on. So that's good, sort of, if we think that she's totally a good guy. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then she opens the gateway, and then Fael starts yelling forever, like, guide the horses, sir. Like, let's go. We gotta go. So
But
then it's
nobody
just like
can
this.
like hear her.
No,
'Cause
it's just like
it's
mad
just-
scramble. Mad
Chaos.
scramble. She starts like guiding the caravan through, or like on the way there, because like there's a bunch of stuff. It's not just like one cart.
Yeah.
And then some of the band catch on to start like grabbing
Go,
horses and
yeah.
like let's go. One guy, Harnan, rides through with Oliver. Satal and Ad's here too, because like why the heck not?
Yeah, because why not? Yep.
Yeah, and then Aravine pulls like Fail's wagon through the gateway, and like it's just like this crazy thing happening. Chaos.
Yes. Chaos.
Now, as for the Aes Sedai, who's holding the gateway open.
Yeah.
So, Fail yells, "Hey, Berisha, we gotta go." And she goes to grab her, but then she's like bleeding profusely, and then it seems like she dies.
Okay.
Because she's bleeding real bad. And then, like, from her stomach, she's holding her stomach, blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Mandevlin shouts at Fail, like, "We gotta go." And he says, I don't care where it leads.
We must get through.
Yeah. So then he scoops Fail up on his horse, and they go through the gateway. And then shortly thereafter, the gateway winks out, which might be that Berisha either lost it or died.
Okay.
Because she's bleeding from the stomach pretty bad. So it's kind of like a weird, like, we didn't see her get skewered in the stomach. We saw her get skewered in the foot. But who knows? Because Fail doesn't know either.
Okay, yeah, I missed that.
And then as they get through, Harnan or Mandevlin's like, because he said what he said, Fail's brain catches up.
Where are we?
What do you mean? I don't care where it leads. We got to go through. She looks around. They're not at the field of Marilor.
They are somewhere in the Blight.
Somewhere in the Blight.
Shoot.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Now we're lost
and they
in
have
the
no
Blight.
channelers.
No channelers, no nothing.
Why were there no channelers with
They were just going through a gateway field of Marilor. It should have been super easy.
Yeah,
should have been easy. Should have been.
But like
So that was a really good move by the Shadow, even if it was just like purely coincidental bubble of evil.
Yeah.
Like good frickin' move.
Yeah, but then also the gateway that opened to the Blight.
Right? Why?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Well, I don't trust Berisha.
Yeah, she might be dead, so it doesn't matter. But
no.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Because she's like, But wouldn't they would have known if everything was like going fine?
Yeah.
You know, because she starts to open the gateway and then she like doesn't, but then she like everything happens and then she like opens another one. Like
yeah, but that's the question. Like if things were normal and calm and not everyone screaming to run through the gateway, she opens it up to the Blight.
They'd be like, no,
I'm
not going in.
That
there.
looks evil.
That's the wrong place.
Yeah, no thanks.
No.
So, or is it more like she was in a bad moment of thinking of the bubble of evil stuff, and it's like because she was thinking about evil in the Dark One because of what's happening, she opens up to the Blight? Or is it like the bubble of evil itself causes the gateway to become somewhere else? Exactly, because the pattern is loosey-goosey, whatever. There's some options here. Doesn't mean Berisha is necessarily a bad guy.
So I think that my thoughts right now is I will be surprised if it matters.
About why they're there?
Yeah.
Okay, more so that they are here now in the Blight.
Yeah.
Where in the Blight, we don't know.
Yeah. I mean, bubble of evil and evil stuff.
Yeah.
I think is probably to blame here.
Right. Okay.
I don't think it was just like, oops, accident. It's the Blight.
Shoot.
Yeah.
Because the Blight's pretty big. Well,
yeah, we have no idea.
Could
they
be
just
anywhere.
like kind of recognize that this place looks gross and spooky.
Yeah.
And it looks like giant worms could eat us here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not good. We don't know where we are. We have no way to get back.
No clue.
It's bad. This is bad. Like of all things, the Horn of Valir getting lost here.
Yeah. So I'm actually kind of interested.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that.
In this plot line. Because I thought it was going to be too easy.
Oh, to like get it to Matt or something? Yeah.
Because Matt's going to be at the Field of Marilor for the last battle, last stand, whatever. And then like, okay, now we're going through a gateway and like, here's the horn. And my prediction is Matt actually doesn't blow it and someone else does.
Yeah, I think you said that before.
Yes, lots of times.
Yeah.
And so I believe that because Matt, quote, died and lived again.
Okay.
That it resets and he's not the horn blower anymore.
He doesn't have to be. Yeah. Like he could hypothetically blow it again.
100%. Yeah.
But
and
he doesn't need to be.
And it doesn't matter. But I don't think it needs to be him.
Is the horn getting blown again?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
But someone else is doing it.
Who?
I don't remember what I said last time.
I don't care what you said last time. That's irrelevant. That doesn't matter.
Well, at this point, it feels like it's going to be Fail.
Yeah. Right? It's going to have to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, should I be more suspicious of Vannon?
Maybe. She's certainly suspicious.
I know she is, but...
Yeah. I really like the thing that you're suspicious of her because he's like, oh, you're acting weird. You know what they should have done? Instead of doing the 3 mock caravan runs, just bring it on the first one. No one suspects that.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, first time. For one and done. Let's go. Get it there.
Or at least, like, maybe the second.
Yeah. And why does it have to be a caravan? Why can't you just go by yourself? Get one eye, sit down, open up a gateway for me. Okay, I'm through. I'm here.
Well, because they also did need somebody organizing the supply runs.
Yeah.
That was like part of Fail's job.
That's part of the job. Yeah. It's also, that's an important thing. But
yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
However, I don't know. It's more interesting this way.
It is. It's a good plot line here.
Yeah.
I like it.
Although I thought, so maybe we'll talk about this in the next perspective.
Okay.
Because I thought maybe we were going to get mashup.
Of who?
Well, Fail and crew are in the Blight.
Oh, like at the Valley of Thakandar?
And they're just going to like show up. They're going to wander around.
That would be funny.
And they're going to
like,
show up
oh, wait.
at Shale Ghul.
Brad's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need the horn right here at the Valley of Thakandar. That would actually probably be pretty useful here right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That doesn't happen yet. Anyways. Yet.
Well, we haven't got to the next perspective yet.
Right. Okay.
But I was waiting. I was like, ooh, are they going to show up here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's pretty funny too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be like too good though. That'd be too good of a coincidence. Of instead of going to the Field of Marilor, we show up at like literally Tehran.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. Definitely more interesting.
Cool.
And also helps support my theory that Matt isn't going to be the horn blower for the last battle.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, because if he's not going to blow the horn, that means he isn't even going to get the horn.
Yes. No. And that's what I said.
Right. Okay.
My theory.
Yeah.
Holds still.
That's
that
true.
It's going to be like on the way or like not be able to be anywhere near where Matt is. And it's going to be like okay, someone just blow it.
Toot on it and see what happens.
Give it a toot.
Give it a toot and see if it hoots. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually feeling like it supports my theory.
I like it. Okay. That's good.
I mean, I don't like this for them. Like, this kind of sucks.
Kind of scary. Doesn't seem like they're all going to make it
feels,
out of the Blight alive.
bad.
So, yeah. Because you don't blow the horn when things are going well, right? Like, if they're just like wandering around, they're like, oh, we're super lost. You're not going to blow it because you're lost.
Right. And hypothetically, you blow the horn and the heroes show up where it's blown.
Okay, so the one time that we saw it happen already.
It was in Falma.
Yeah, it was in Falma. Yeah, and then they were like, hey, we're here. Do you have the banner of the dragon? Because, like, that's kind of super important.
That? Yeah.
So I don't think they have that either. I don't think they've got, like, because remember, Perrin, like, gets a stick and ties and he's like, Bannerman. Okay, cool. And you've always been like, Bannermen aren't even important.
They're not.
They are so important. The soldiers don't even fight if there's no banners.
Yeah.
There you go. Boom.
Feels like a stupid thing.
So they're going to show up and be like, sorry, you don't have the banner. We're gone now. We don't have to be here.
Well, maybe they'll have one. But so they show up where they are.
Maybe.
Because, like, what if we blow it and we're nowhere near, like,
well, they're also
anywhere.
They're also ghost people.
Yeah, they should
in Teleran. They're in like the Teleranrod adjacent.
They should go where they're needed. And also, you know what?
Yeah.
I feel as though they should be able to just like show up, kind of like the Avengers, at any point.
Okay, I don't think you watch enough Avengers.
Avengers Assemble, isn't that a thing?
I mean, you're not wrong.
They should just show up and stuff.
That's not how it works, though.
No, but it should.
Okay.
Because they clearly are there and are great fighters and are here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're all Teleranrod.
And apparently, we can just blow the horn whenever we want.
Apparently,
why haven't we been using it
all the
more?
time. Yeah, there's no limit on this thing.
Yeah, what the heck?
And I feel like they would warn you, be like, hey man, save it for the last one, because if you keep blowing it, like, we're not gonna like that. They wouldn't just be like, oh, we're not coming again.
No, never.
Yeah, they wouldn't say that.
No, never. And they probably actually are bored.
They probably are, actually.
They're like waiting to fight. They're literally like the world's greatest heroes over the ages.
Yeah.
And they're so bored. They wanna be fighting.
Yeah.
Like, they're on like the injury reserve list. They're like, put me in, coach.
Yeah, call me up.
Yeah, you know where we could have used them? All of our battles.
Every one of them would have been better with the heroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And you could just like lock it to your arm or something. Just have it with you always. Toot.
Need some
help. This guy's trying to rob me. Toot. Oh, man.
Okay.
Now, do you think it's a toot or a honk?
Toot.
Okay. Okay. We have one more perspective to do. We need to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Let's take a break first.
Okay.
And then we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, we are back, and we're going to jump into Avienda's perspective.
Yeah.
And they're over in Thakandar, which is in the Blight, and so I just thought, oh.
Like, technically,
is
yeah,
this
it
where
is.
we're going to, like.
No.
They might.
Well, yeah, but not like this.
Okay.
At this point, now they have to walk.
Yeah, but I thought maybe they could walk, you know?
Yeah.
They
you know that
walk.
the valley is, like, surrounded by Shadow Spawn. Like, it's a one-way in kind of situation, and that one way in is, like, covered in Shadow Spawn.
So here's another theory. Let's just blow the horn and be like, heroes, we're lost in the Blight.
Yeah.
Help get us out.
And then you have all the heroes just like looking at maps and stuff. It was like, this is not how I remember this.
Yeah.
Last time I was alive, this was an ocean.
Well, it could be like, get on my ghost horse. We'll get you where you need to go.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
Something, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So anyways, how much do we want to talk about her oats and honey? Crunchy oats and honey bar. Her little granola bar she's got going on here.
I think it's more like...
It's like in a bowl.
It's like
she's eating it in
it's
a bowl.
like granola.
Yeah, in
Not
a bowl.
bar. It's not a bar.
It's a bowl.
It's just granola.
I wish it was a bar.
Really? I like granola.
Yeah, but in a bar, then it's a
I
bar.
actually prefer granola over a granola bar.
Interesting. Okay.
I like crunchy.
You never buy granola, though.
No.
You buy crunchy cereals.
Yeah. I like it a lot.
Oh, I get it. I like it too much where it can't be in the house.
You know, it's usually full of like really good stuff for you.
Yeah.
That's also like real high in calories.
Yeah, because
Like
it's one of those like you can eat one of these bars in a day and you'll be good for the day.
And I don't want a bar.
Yeah.
I don't want granola bars. Are you like you're not listening to me? I want granola
if you
on like my
squeeze it
yogurt.
hard enough, it'll become a bar.
No.
You just compress it.
No, not the granola I like.
Okay.
I like it when it's got like all the stuff in it, all the seeds and the coconut and the nuts and all the good stuff.
The gojis and such.
Sure.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, another thing. Do we want to talk about how thick with pregnancy Melaine is?
She's thick with pregnancy.
It's just because, like, the last time it was Elena's thick with pregnancy, and here's, like, Melaine is also super prego, like, super pregnant.
Well, she is going to give birth any second
moment now. And she's, like, not allowed to be in battle, but she's still here to, like, you know.
Be here.
Because
FOMO.
Such. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we get a little bit more exposition here. So we get an update. It's been many days since Rand went in, but then there's like the weird time stuff going on here. So it's hard to say. Even the maidens who are like guarding where Rand is are going up for a 8-hour shift, but they're like, it's only been
2 hours,
reverse
or
4
whatever.
or 8
Yeah,
hours.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's longer. It's longer closer there, and you know.
No, it's shorter.
Shorter, whatever it is. Yeah. Shorter, the longer, further away. Yeah. So black hole and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Jeremy Bearme.
Now, most importantly, Ituralda
wandered back to camp.
Yeah.
And he's been taken into custody, and he's not complaining about it.
Yes. And he's like, Dad, this guy with wolves kidnapped me and said he was supposed to kidnap me. But I'm back now.
Like, so weird.
So, not dead. And in custody. He's just chilling.
It's fine.
Cool. I appreciate that he's not dead. It's just like him and like Elias didn't even come to like tell everyone what happened. I feel like he should have came and been like, "Hey, this is what we've learned."
So that everyone could know.
Right. This very critical piece of information.
Because Ituralda can't tell anyone.
Right. Or probably can't because it'll probably be stuck.
Can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happened now.
Because he tried to say, someone else take over.
Yeah.
And
Tahara, who's helping now. But that's the issue with this entire perspective. It's like Darlin is in charge of everything now. And who's rooting around Darlin's tent? Friggin' Grendel.
Yeah, and also he's had bad dreams.
Yeah.
They've all everybody who we've ever talked to here has all had bad dreams, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
It's everybody.
Well, it's also because like we're in the Valley of Thakandar. Like,
and also, no, it's everybody.
Everyone is What?
compulsed.
You can't
Compelled.
think you can get everybody. That's unrealistic.
Nope.
Just a little bit. Everybody
Out
get
of
a little
everything in this book, that's what's unrealistic.
Yes.
Is that she's messing with the dreams of like
everybody?
there's like 4 good guys here.
It's too many people, man.
There's really not that
Too many people.
There's not that many people in charge here.
Yeah. Oh, no. You didn't say only the people in charge. You said everybody.
No, everybody.
Everybody in charge?
Yes.
Or everybody?
Basically. Both.
Okay.
All of the above.
Okay. So, the Trollocs have not attacked all day.
They seem to be waiting for something.
Right.
Wonder what that could be.
Orders? Like, what is it?
No, I thought there's a thing that happens.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not this thing?
Could be.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So, now let's get into it here. So, after the exposition, after the thinking about all the things, we have Aviendha feeling or noticing a woman channeling.
Yeah.
If you recall, no prohibitado.
You're not allowed.
Not allowed to channel in the camp. Why? Intruders.
Intruders.
Yes. So she's like, better not be those dang sea folk again.
Ooh.
Because they have trouble listening to rules. But, I don't know if you know this, but the sea folk are working on an incredibly important task. They are using the Bowl of the Winds.
Yeah, I know.
To stop the tempests from swirling around and destroying the world.
I know that.
So, they're doing important work.
Yeah, but they shouldn't be channeling in the camp.
Yeah.
That's not allowed.
And here's the thing. They're not. Whoa.
No.
Okay, so now we have to go investigate. It's so funny. She does such a bad job here. I love Aviendha. She does such a bad job.
You know, I don't think this is her doing a bad job.
Really?
Yeah. Because she is so much better at, like, sneaking than anybody.
Yeah, she sneaks up on the guys who are the infiltrators.
And they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
But because she lives by this strict moral code,
right,
that she believes all Aiel also...
Except for all the instances where people have abandoned that.
Well, I like how she's like, they must be Shido.
It's like,
they're weird. They must be Shido.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, it doesn't even cross her mind that they might be, like, evil.
Okay, so let's do this. So she's sneaking through the camp. She's trying to search out where this woman channeler is coming from. And she gets to the place of the tent belonging to Darlin Cisnera, the guy now in charge, like King Darlin's tent. Now, all the tents on the outside look the same because you don't make the king's tent stand out because then assassins know where to go.
Right.
So his tent is just a regular tent, but she knows it's Darlin's. So this is where she felt the channeler. Now, she sees 3 people crouching outside of Darlin's tent. And then she notices one of them has a veil. And she's like, oh, these people who I have caught right where I thought there was an infiltration, they must be also looking for the infiltrators.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
They must have noticed an intruder too, and they're also here to investigate.
So she sneaks up right on them and she's like, hey guys, what'd you find?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then they're the bad guys.
I felt channeling. What did you... And they're like, oh my god. And then they just start attacking.
Yeah, because
and
they're
then
the bad
Aviendha
guys.
feels real dumb.
She does feel real dumb.
She had to learn a lesson.
Okay, yeah, she does.
And Aviendha is so rarely dumb.
Yeah.
Like, she's allowed one human moment because everybody else has had 1,000.
Yeah, that's fair.
And learn from nothing. And like 1,000% Aviendha will learn from this and never make this mistake again.
Never trust anybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways.
So she's allowed one.
You know what? She gets one.
Because she's Aviendha.
It almost went very badly for her.
Yeah. And
like,
then
very close.
It didn't.
Yeah.
So relax.
Oh, man. I can't relax about this one. Okay. So.
Because you know how many times it almost went very bad for like Elaine? 1,000.
I also think that she needs to smarten up.
Yes. But
I don't let her off the hook, do I?
Not really, but it's almost like, oh, Elaine.
Yeah, she does it so much. It's like,
you're so stupid.
I expect that from her.
Yeah. No, and then you're like, oh, Aviendha, I love you, but this was a mistake. Yeah.
Big one.
Okay, but now she's going to reach for the power.
Yeah. Yep.
Because it also might alert others to this point.
Yeah.
Too, right? Like.
Yeah, it's very possible, but.
She's immediately shielded.
Yes.
Which is bad news.
Mm-hmm. And they're all guys, so she's like, oh no, one of these guys can channel. So that's also separately bad.
But she is able to ram a knife in one of their necks.
She does. Yep.
And then she gets wrapped up in air.
And then she realizes that they have red veils, and that's when she's like,
Okay, but
Shido?
to be fair, it's very dark.
yeah, oh yeah. It's super dark.
It's nighttime.
I think she only even sees them because like a crack of lightning or something. Like it's like pitch black, which is also why Catswin, who's going to show up in a moment here, has such a hard time seeing anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like super duper dark. So yeah, she kills one of them. She gets wrapped in air. She sees the red veils. She's like, oh, they must be Shido or something because what?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Those
man.
weird Shidos.
And then they also have hand talk, but not maiden hand talk. But it is interesting that they have that. Now, one thing I do want to point out here, because I don't think I've picked up on it before here, because the fighting, so we've got these three guys who are the red veils, who we know are like for the most part, like the men from the Aiel who would go try to kill the Dark One. Then they get turned, whatever, they're evil, whatever. So one of the guys reaches for a knife and throws it in her direction, and she doesn't have to dodge it. She doesn't have to move. She doesn't think about it again. It's just like a guy threw a knife in my direction. And then I was like, how good are these Aiel at fighting? Because they didn't grow up, like they grew up for a while probably in Aiel society.
Yeah.
But like they're probably not very good warriors.
As good as...
Not nearly as good as like an Avienda, where she like dismisses the existence of the knife.
When they would have started channeling.
Exactly, like how old and how good, and then how out of practice are you?
Yeah.
How many years has it been that you're out of practice of fighting?
And because you can channel and you've been turned to the dark side.
Yeah. And like some of them have been turned, some have not and are just evil.
Well, some are just dark friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like there's a difference there.
Like willingly.
But it was just really funny to me because like usually when someone throws a knife, you have to like dodge it or like duck and just nothing. She's like, you threw a knife in my direction. I just like, I imagine it just like not like hitting the dirt or something.
So we're not getting any kind of training.
No training. Not good.
And like, where have they been?
They're hanging out, man. Around. Where is anyone these days, I don't know. So, it's not clear.
Do we think that maybe this is like relatively recent that they've been doing this?
Not necessarily, no.
Because so they just like find these men who can channel.
Yeah.
Turn them to the dark side. File their teeth down.
Sometimes, yeah.
To like weird points.
Yeah.
And make them dress in matching red uniforms.
Right.
And then they just hang out?
Maybe. Maybe they work for the Dark One in
where? Doing what?
The town. Maybe in the Valley of Thekandar. We don't get to see very much of like what happens in the Blight or what else is going on here. We don't get very much of it. And we don't know how many there actually are. Because even if there's like 1,000, that's not really that many.
That's so many.
In the scheme of like all the Trollocs.
That is so many. Aren't there like a total 300 Aes Sedai?
Okay, fair point. Maybe there's like 100 that are still alive. Like there's not that many, so we don't really have to account for that.
Yeah, I was thinking, there's not that many. There's 10.
Yeah, okay, well, I'm pretty sure Gall and Perrin killed 10 already, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, like there's not a ton. It's not good, but there's not unlimited.
Okay, so Avienda's in trouble.
You could say that, yep.
She is fighting against this shield. She's fighting against being wrapped up in air.
Doing nothing. It's not doing anything.
And it's not working.
Nope. Because that's how the power works.
Mm-hmm.
And now someone else shows up to the party.
And I went, oh no.
Ooh.
This got me a little, because I thought maybe Catswin was like...
evil.
Part of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh.
Wow, that would have been...
Whoa.
Yeah.
But then luckily, no.
Not.
Yeah, and then I was like, okay, good. Because I don't think Avienda was actually going to die here. But I also thought she was going to save herself, so...
Okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
So Catswain shows up. She's like, what's up, guys?
Mm-hmm.
And then the guys, like, hide
so there's
Avienda.
Two guys.
Because one is bleeding out from the neck.
Yes.
Where she killed him with a knife.
Yes. And then Avienda is like around the corner, whatever, in the dark, can't be seen. So then the one guy starts to talk to Catswin, and he's got a weird accent, not quite Aiel-like. Mm-hmm. But Catswin's a wetlander, and there's no way that she's going to be able to tell that this guy's like not got the proper accent. Well, at least that's what Avienda thinks in her head.
Unreliable narrator.
Yeah.
Avienda, assuming that Catswin wouldn't pick up on somebody else's non-accent.
Well... here's the thing. Of all the things that are suspicious about this moment, I don't think that Catswin was like, oh, the accent is weird.
She might have been.
She might have been, but it's also like...
it's like,
something happened. There's a dead guy over there.
Who did we just see?
Yeah.
Lylewyn or somebody
Yeah.
who tries to do an Ileana accent.
Yeah, and
or
you're like,
something.
that's not.
And then immediately, and she's like, it's pretty good. And then immediately they're like, and this one has some weird. She's faking her accent.
Yeah, the warder said that.
Yeah,
It's like, yeah.
So it's like people think things.
That's true. That's a good point.
And just because Avienna's like, Catswin could never.
Yeah.
It's like, she probably could.
Yeah. I like to imagine Catswin was like, there's a pool of blood over there. There's a dead guy.
Yeah. Well,
and
no,
you're being
it's
weird.
very dark.
Yeah.
It's hard to even see.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, so she's like, what's up? The guy's like, oh, yeah, something we're investigating. And then Cadswin's like, okay, I'm going to go talk to the guards. Doop-doo-doop-doo-doo. I'm
Here
walking
I
away
go.
now. Goodbye.
Yeah. And Avienna's like, no, it was so close.
Yeah,
I thought
so
she was going to
close.
save me. And then she's gone. Oh, no.
So then they focus back on Avienda and bring a dagger up to her throat because they're going to kill her. But then suddenly there's channeling, and then Avienda's released, and then she stabs the other guy in the eyeball. So, yay.
Okay, so Catswain stopped the dude's heart.
Yes.
Kills him. Dead.
She has a really good point that she makes here. So she says that the stopping the heart thing is very similar to healing, and we've actually heard that before.
Yes.
And she's like, and I don't necessarily, like, some people call it evil, but I don't know why it's more evil than, like, burning someone to death with fire.
Right.
And it's like, I totally get that.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, why do I have to blast someone with a fireball?
yeah, that doesn't make, like, burning you to death seems worse to me than just, like, stopping
Or
my
like
heart.
whatever Egwene was doing, ripping someone apart by their limbs.
Yeah, like, that seems worse than just, like, I don't know, brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
Like, of
Stop
all
your heart,
things.
yeah.
That seems pretty normal to me. But anyways.
Less messy for sure.
Depends how hot the fire is, I think.
Oh.
Because now you have a body. But if you make the fire hot enough, then it's just like, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Okay. Anyway, so she does the thing. She did it. And then Avienda was like, how did you know? And she's like, I'm not a friggin' like newbie at this. Like, all the clues.
I am
all the
400
clues.
years old.
Yeah. And then like once, and she had to make sure.
confirmation that they were actually bad guys.
Because she is Aes Sedai, so she can't just kill indiscriminately. But then she's like, once I saw the knife, then it's like, then I can do it. So cool.
Yeah. Plus that guy who could channel.
Yep. Because we know that she's got a paralysis now, like the Terangriel, the whole bunch. And she's got like a bunch of doodads that are like, yep, that dude's channeling, not good. And she's got a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
and then she's like, how many Aiel warriors can secretly channel?
I love
what have
it.
you been keeping from us?
Yeah, which is also like, it's kind of a fair question.
Yeah.
Like, is this everybody can? Because the sea folk got away with this for a long time, fooled everybody.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing the same with, because then she's like, because like a secret army of like channelers at this point
would be so helpful right now.
So helpful.
Why wouldn't you tell us at this point?
Yeah.
Like, we have Asherman, we have all, like,
can we please?
At this point, you should have just told us.
But no, not that.
Also, weird, they put their veils down.
Right, yes.
To do violence, and that's opposite.
We have gotten that a couple of times. Okay, so they have a little back and forth. It's good. We got to alert the people in the camp because, like, these are Aiel, and there's a good possibility that, like, whatever guards just let the Aiel come through because they're not on lookout for Aiel because
just because they have a red veil.
Yeah, it's like I wouldn't tell that. Yeah, like the coloration is not something that wetlanders are ever going to focus on. So, anyways, yeah.
Okay,
but,
don't forget.
Yeah.
We were here in the first place because of weird channeling that shouldn't have been happening.
From a woman.
Yes.
Not these dudes. Okay, so we got to figure out who's messing with Darlin's tent. So we go on a second search.
Okay, and we're about to give up.
Yep, but then
Avienda's eyes pass over a patch of darkness and realize that there's channeling coming from it.
Yes, yeah. So then Avienda starts to weave a shield to throw at it, but then whoever's in there starts to throw like fire at Cadswin. So then Avienda does the spirit slash to like cut that weave, drops the shield stuff that she was doing to save Cadswin. And then
the enemy comes out of the shadow.
Yeah. Do you want me to read that description again?
Yeah, something about almost as ugly, like the face of a Trolloc or something.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so unique. It is. It's a new one.
Okay, her enemy ducked out of the shadows. Whatever weave she'd been using to hide had collapsed, revealing the woman Avienda had fought before. The one with the face almost as ugly as a Trolloc's.
Almost as ugly as a Trolloc's.
It's like, in case you forgot, this is the very ugly woman.
So ugly.
So ugly. Okay. So yeah, it's Grendel Hesselam.
Yep,
is what her new name is. But then before they can actually get into a fight with her, she does the folding, traveling thing and then vanishes. So she like ducks out completely.
Yeah.
So.
But now there are things happening at the front lines of the valley again.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I was saying, like, I don't necessarily know, like, what was the tip-off to, because you can't just, like, start, like, orders have to be given. So what was the indicator to get the shadow spawn moving and attacking now?
I don't know.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
I thought you were asking.
That's why when you said, like, oh, it was lined up, it was like, was it lined up with these guys and Grendel? Like, how does that work? I don't know. Anyways, but they're attacking again, so.
Yeah, maybe they had to wait for Grendel to do her, like, whatever with Darlin.
Yeah.
And then, because now Darlin's going to go give, like, bad orders.
Exactly. Yeah. So, like, maybe, but also Darlin's not in his tent right now.
But he probably was.
At some point.
Yeah.
But, like, whatever she was rooting around in his tent actively, like, right now for it wasn't with Darlin. It was in his tent.
Oh.
So, it's just, like, a little bit of, like...
we don't know that.
Well, we see Darlin a little bit later. Like, Darlin wasn't in his tent right now. I feel like we would have seen him come out when all this stuff is happening.
Okay, I'll take your word for it on that one.
Yeah, and, like, I don't know. It's not clear enough, but he's elsewhere when we get to him.
Okay, that's true. But it's been a while.
Yeah, I know.
And, like, other things have been happening.
Stuff has happened.
Yep.
That's fair. Okay, so the Trollocs are attacking. However, there's also dozens of channelers. Dozens, we say. Only 5 women, but then the rest are men.
Okay.
So, Avienda goes off to sound the alarm. We got to get all of our channeling crews, like, up in lines here. And then Flynn comes out and he's like, oh, are there more Hashimen coming? It's like, I don't think so, man. I don't think it's that.
Nope, it's the opposite of that.
Yeah, so then we've got Avienda asking Amice and Noralia to join her in a circle. They start planning out the defense. And then eventually we get, like, 3 circles that are going to be formed up here.
Mm-hmm. That's the plan. Now, Avienda tells them about the 3 Aiel men.
Yes.
And then they kind of figure out that it's the men they send to the Blight to
like
kill
possibly.
Sightblinder. And then Cerulio's like, shit.
Yeah, because, like, if it's true, like, they don't know 100%, but that's the working theory Avienda has here. He's like, okay, well, if it's true, then we have great tow towards everyone, towards the Karkarn, towards the land itself, because we're basically feeding our people to the Dark One. Like, it's a bad situation. Yeah.
So they move off as a squad.
Yep.
They end up finding Darlin at this point, who's shouting out commands. And so that makes me think they're not good commands.
What kind of commands are they?
Messed up ones, probably.
Yeah. So on the plus side, Avienda is like, hey, someone was rooting around your tent, just like was happening with Ideralda.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then Darlin's like, oh, I swear nothing's happened. And it's like, that's exactly what you would say if something happened. Also, if nothing happened. So that's a problem. That's a big problem because, like, our second in command now, the guy who's now in charge, also might be compromised. So then Darlin's like, well, what do we do?
They're like, who can we trust?
Yeah. So Avienda's like, well, then trust nobody. Like, nobody gets to make the decision. Everyone has to be involved in the decisions.
Right.
Set a plan up and then, like, don't change it, which is not great for a battle strategy. But the whole point is, like, we're not trying to win here. We're just trying to survive long enough for Rand. That's what the goal is.
Yeah,
here.
Nothing clever, just hold.
Nothing fancy, just like how much do we use? Everything.
Yeah.
Everything we got, we throw it all at the shadow, and no one person gets to be in charge. Everyone work together.
Yeah,
so if
but
anyone's
what if
messing
all the
with stuff,
people who are making decisions, what if all of them are like a little corrupt?
Then hopefully it gets spread out a little bit. And if everyone is corrupt, then like they've already lost.
Yeah, well, that's what I think.
Okay. Every individual for themselves.
No.
Do whatever you want. Doesn't matter.
Honestly, why are we even fighting so hard? Ugh. So much work.
Yeah, something about the world or the, universe or
awful
reality itself.
Yeah, awful.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So
that's exciting. That was an exciting chapter.
It was good. And it was long. You got spoiled. You got so many pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay. Next episode, 1 chapter.
Yeah.
Still moving along. Chapter 34.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I am excited to read on. And before you try to bring the prince his Tabac, I'm going to say that this is part of the pattern now.
Yeah, it is part of the pattern.
Well, that's it for this one. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. The Wheel Weaves is hosted and edited by Dani and Brett, produced by Dani and Brett with Passion Socks, Cody Feltz, Mo Zyme, Jamie Young, Jared Berg, Ricky Morissette, Matt Truss, Antoine Benoit, MKM, Megan, Colby T, Gabby Young, Rycat, Chris G, Sarah Creech, Saverio Bartolini, Megs621, Hamar's Lament, The Elf Witch, William Johnson, and Courtney B. With music by Audionautics. Now, be sure to check out our Patreon page if you're interested in supporting us and the podcast. We'd love to send you some Patreon exclusive merchandise as a thank you. Plus, you'll gain access to our episodes earlier than everyone else. And at the time of recording, we have over, 50 bonus episodes at patreon.com/The Wheel Weaves podcast. So you can find all of that and more over there. For general information about our show, like how to get in touch with us, how to send us shot glasses, how to join our Discord, you can visit thewheelweavespodcast.com. And as always, please be sure to give us that 5-star review because it really does make a huge difference in helping people find us. And be sure to tell a friend, Riyadh, because referrals really are the best compliment. Thanks again for listening. This really is part of the pattern now.